Welcome back. Continuing from the last lecture, now we have to see pitch cone angles, how to find out pitch cone angles. So last class we have seen the face width, that is B. It is the length of the gear teeth measured along the pitch cone element. Then mean radius RM. So it is the pitch radius of the wheel gear along the face width, but at the midpoint of the teeth. So here at the midpoint of the teeth. Here, see here. So this is for gear wheel. That's why RMG, the distance up to this, and this is the here RMP, the distance. So main radius of pinion. Here now gamma g is pitch cone angle of gear wheel, gamma p pitch cone angle of pinion. This is the radius, pitch circle radius of gear, and this is the pitch circle radius of pinion. Now we will see the pitch cone angles of the wheel gears. So let us say gamma p pitch cone angles of wheel pinion, then gamma g pitch cone angle of gear wheel gear wheel. RP is pitch circle radius of wheel pinion, and RG is pitch circle radius of wheel gear wheel. T1 number of teeth on wheel pinion, and T2 is number of teeth on wheel gear. N1 is speed of the wheel pinion, and N2 is the speed of the wheel gear. Theta is nothing but shaft angle, so gamma p plus gamma g. Then it is always 90 degree, as we know that. Gear ratio, so T2 by T1, nothing but N1 by N2, and it is nothing but Rg by R. Draw this figure in your notebook. So this is the bevel pinion having this shaft axis of the gear and axis of the shaft. Here this is the bevel gear wheel, it is having the axis. If you see carefully, these two axes are intersecting at point O, and the angle between these two shaft axes are nothing but theta, and that is always 90 degree. See here, exactly perpendicular. Now this is the bevel pinion, so that's why here gamma p is the pitch cone angle of bevel pinion. This is the RP, pitch circle radius of bevel pinion. This is the point P where two gear teeth are meeting. This is RG, so pitch circle radius of gear wheel, and this is gamma G, pitch cone angle of bevel gear wheel. Now here is gamma P we know. Now if you see the figure carefully, so let us say triangle OP, and let us say this is any point X or Y. So this, if you consider this triangle, so in that if you take the sine of angle gamma P, so sine gamma P nothing but RP upon OP. Here also if you take this triangle, right angle triangle, so if you consider sine of gamma G, so it is nothing but RG upon OP. So same way we have to start. So from figure, distance OP is given by, so OP is equal to RP upon sin gamma. See, sin gamma P, already I told you, sin gamma P is equal to RP upon OP. So OP is nothing but RP upon sin gamma P. If you consider second triangle, so OP is nothing but RG upon sin gamma G. Equation number 1. So here, therefore, sin gamma P upon sin gamma G, so that is equal to RP upon RG. So sin gamma P is equal to RP into sin gamma G upon RG. But we know that RP plus RG equal to theta. So sorry, not RP, gamma P plus gamma G equal to theta. So here gamma G equal to theta minus gamma P. So therefore sin gamma P equal to, here RP by RG same as it is, into sin of, instead of gamma G I have written theta minus gamma P. Now this becomes sin of A minus B. So sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. We have seen this formula in the 11th and 12th also. So these are basic formulae. So therefore Sin gamma p equal to Rp by Rg. So sin theta into cos gamma p minus cos theta into sin gamma p. So dividing throughout by cos gamma p to the above equation we get. So sin gamma p upon cos gamma p left hand side. Here, so right hand side also we have to divide cos gamma p. So Rp by Rg as it is. So sin theta, if you divide cos gamma p cancel. So it becomes sin theta minus cos theta into sin gamma p upon cos gamma p, that is nothing but tan gamma p. So this also becomes tan gamma p. So tan gamma p equal to Rp by Rg sin theta minus cos theta tan gamma. Now this I have taken left hand side. So it becomes Rg by Rp tan gamma p, and right hand side sin theta minus cos theta tan gamma p. So Rg by Rp into tan gamma p. I have taken this term, total term, to left hand side. This becomes, here it is minus, this becomes plus cos theta tan gamma p, and that is equal to sin theta. So therefore sin theta equal to, if you take tan gamma p common, so it becomes Rg by Rp plus cos theta. So therefore tan gamma p equal to sin theta upon Rg by Rp plus cos theta. This equation we got. And from this equation we can easily calculate gamma p when theta is known and Rg and Rp known. So tan gamma p is nothing but this can be written as sin theta upon n1 by n2 plus cos theta. Similarly, we can calculate tan gamma g. So it becomes sin theta upon n2 by n1 plus cos theta. Now these equations, or equation 5 and 6, will give the answer of gamma p and gamma g. Now it is important to note that if shaft angle theta is 90 degree, then tan gamma p, if you put theta is 90 degree, so tan gamma p is nothing but sin 90 is 1, cos 90 is 0. So 1 upon n1 by n2 nothing but 1 upon g. And tan gamma g equal to nothing but g. So these are very important formulae. From this equation we can calculate gamma p and gamma g, and these are required to solve the numericals. In the next class we have to see the force analysis of wheel gear. Whatever the forces we have seen, or force analysis we have seen in other gears also, here also we have to see the force analysis. So this we will see in the next class.